We often focus a lot on what we eat. We count calories, we look for healthy fats, we try to get enough protein. But what if I told you that when you eat is just as important? Our bodies run on an internal clock, a 24-hour cycle. This is called our circadian rhythm. It tells our body when to wake up, when to feel energetic, and when to wind down for sleep. This internal clock doesn't just control our sleep, it also manages our hormones, our digestion, and our metabolism. Eating in sync with this natural rhythm can make a huge difference to our overall health and well-being. Think of your body like a well-organized factory. During the day, the factory is buzzing with activity. The digestive system is fully staffed and ready to process food efficiently. Your body expects to receive fuel, break it down, and use it for energy. This is the time when it is best prepared for the task of digestion. However, as evening approaches, the factory starts to wind down. The day shift goes home, and a smaller night crew takes over, mainly for cleaning and repairs. Eating late at night is like dropping a huge delivery at the factory doors just as it's about to close for the night. So, what happens when we ignore these natural signals? What happens when we have a big meal late in the evening, just before heading to bed? Our body gets confused. The systems that were supposed to be resting and repairing are suddenly forced back to work. This can create a conflict within our internal systems. The simple act of eating after dark can set off a chain reaction, disrupting the delicate balance that our body works so hard to maintain. Understanding this conflict is the first step towards making better choices for our health, our sleep, and our waistline. This brings us to a very important question. What is driving this nighttime shutdown? The answer lies in a powerful hormone that governs our sleep-wake cycle. This hormone is the conductor of our body's nightly orchestra, ensuring every system plays its part at the right time. When we interfere with its work, the beautiful music of restorative sleep can turn into a noisy, chaotic mess. This disruption doesn't just leave us feeling tired the next day, it can have long-lasting consequences for our health, from weight gain to more serious metabolic issues. It's time we paid more attention to this nighttime hormone. Let's talk about a fascinating hormone called melatonin. You might have heard of it as the sleep hormone, and that's a good description, but it does so much more. Melatonin is produced by a tiny gland in your brain called the pineal gland. Its main job is to regulate your sleep-wake cycle. When it gets dark outside, your brain gets the signal to start producing melatonin. Its levels rise in your blood, making you feel drowsy and preparing your body for a night of rest. It is nature's way of telling you that it is time to switch off and recharge for the day ahead. During the day, melatonin levels are very low. Sunlight is the key signal that tells your brain to stop producing it. This helps you feel awake, alert, and ready to take on the day. As the sun sets and darkness falls, the production line for melatonin kicks back into gear. This rise and fall of melatonin is a fundamental part of your body's daily rhythm. It's a beautifully simple system that has worked for thousands of years. This clever hormone doesn't just put you to sleep, it also coordinates a whole range of other nighttime repair processes throughout your body while you rest. One of melatonin's other crucial jobs is to communicate with your pancreas. The pancreas is the organ that produces insulin, the hormone responsible for managing your blood sugar. When melatonin levels rise in the evening, it sends a message to the pancreas. The message is simple. It's nighttime, time to rest. In response, the pancreas reduces its ability to release insulin. This makes perfect sense. If you are asleep, you are not eating, so you don't need a lot of insulin to manage blood sugar. It's all part of the body's efficient nighttime plan. So you can see that melatonin is much more than just a sleep trigger. It is the master conductor of your body's nighttime operations. It ensures that your body shifts from a state of doing to a state of repairing. It quiets down the digestive system, manages energy storage, and allows your cells to carry out essential maintenance work. This nightly reset is vital for your long-term health. When we do things that interfere with melatonin's job, we are essentially throwing a spanner in the works of our own internal repair crew, which can lead to quite a few problems. Now let's see what happens when we introduce food into this carefully balanced nighttime equation. Imagine you've just finished a large dinner at 10 p.m. The food enters your stomach and your blood sugar levels start to rise, as they naturally would after any meal. This rise in blood sugar signals your pancreas to release insulin. But hold on a minute. Remember melatonin? At this time of night, your melatonin levels are high, and they have already told your pancreas to take a break and reduce its insulin output for the night. This creates a major conflict in your body. Your blood sugar is going up, demanding insulin, but your pancreas is in rest mode thanks to melatonin. It's like trying to get a worker to do a big job after they have already clocked out for the day. Because the pancreas is less sensitive to the signals at night, it struggles to release enough insulin to deal with the sugar from your late-night meal. The result is that your blood sugar levels stay higher for much longer than they would if you had eaten the same meal earlier in the day. This extended period of high blood sugar is not good for your body. It can put a strain on your system and, over time, contribute to a condition known as insulin resistance. This is when your body's cells stop responding properly to insulin, which is a stepping stone towards type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, the act of digestion itself is a very active process. It requires blood flow and energy. This can raise your core body temperature at a time when it should be dropping to promote deep, restorative sleep. This internal activity can make it much harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. So by eating late, you are not only creating a blood sugar problem, but also disrupting your sleep. The high blood sugar and the digestive processes keep your body in an active state, directly fighting the calming, sleep-inducing effects of melatonin. Instead of winding down, your body is revving up. This clash between the need to digest food and the need to sleep can leave you feeling tired and unrefreshed in the morning, even if you were in bed for a full 8 hours. It's a cycle that can easily lead to weight gain and poor metabolic health. The good news is that avoiding these problems is quite straightforward. It doesn't require a complicated diet or an expensive gym membership. The most effective strategy is to simply try and finish your evening meal earlier. Aim to have your last bite of food at least 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep. This gives your body ample time to digest the meal and for your blood sugar and insulin levels to return to normal before melatonin production really ramps up. An early dinner aligns with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. If you find it difficult to eat your main meal early due to work or family schedules, try to make your last meal of the day the lightest. A large, heavy meal late at night is the worst offender. Instead, have your biggest meal at lunchtime, when your digestion is at its peak performance. For dinner, opt for something smaller and easier to digest, like a soup, a salad with some protein, or some steamed vegetables. This reduces the digestive load on your body as it prepares for its nightly rest and repair cycle. It's a simple swap that can make a big difference. What about those evening hunger pangs? If you feel peckish before bed, try having a glass of water or a herbal tea first, as we often mistake thirst for hunger. If you are genuinely hungry, choose a small, protein-rich snack instead of something sugary or high in carbohydrates. A handful of nuts or a small pot of plain yogurt is a much better choice. These won't spike your blood sugar in the same way a biscuit or a bowl of cereal would, causing less disruption to your hormonal balance and your precious sleep. Ultimately, understanding the role of melatonin helps us see why timing our meals is so critical for our health. It's not just about what you eat, but when. By working with your body's natural clock, you can improve your sleep, manage your weight more effectively, and reduce your risk of long-term health problems. Finishing your food intake when the sun goes down and giving your body a long overnight fast is one of the simplest and most powerful things you can do for your well-being. It allows melatonin to do its important work, ensuring you get the restorative rest you truly need.